What is the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap! 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 Slap!
This is A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. What are the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. Slap. I'm sorry, Bone Crush. I didn't mean to slap you.
Baby, don't let me slap you.
Oh,
like
I
that.
can't do that. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It's your boy A, your girl B of A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. And Tom, I think you know this little fluff ball over here. For those that don't know, now you know. Weighing in at 16 1/4 pounds, she is the Shih Tzu Terrier of terror. Give it up for the one, the only Bone Crusher. She is our channel mascot. And yeah, I can hear myself. Can you hear yourself?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, we are here. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. We just went dark for a second. We just went dark. Went dark. That was weird. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back.
Is that our...
That's our streaming thing there. Okay, we hang on now. Okay, all right, we're all right. We here. Not gonna touch nothing. Not gonna touch nothing. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I know it's late, and we're not gonna take up too much of your time, but
He means that, Sophie Duffy.
Yeah, I do mean it this time. Look, man. Everybody has been whining and complaining. The Rock was on Pat McAfee's show today talking about it's the Cody crybabies. Dad, can I go out and play? No, I got to go ahead and tweet. He went in on the Cody crybabies. I didn't realize at the time that this was the beginnings of a Rock heel turn. But my man went in hard in the paint. You understand me?
Horde.
So this is not going to be your typical live stream. We want to give a quick shout to our mod squad. We will say what's up to the person that's first in line with that fast pass. Give a shout to the mod squad. What's going down?
You want me to give shout out to the first in line too, or
no,
just
I
the
will
mod?
do the
Okay.
first.
All right, mod squad in the house. Wise Man Jedi Knight 88.
We
acknowledge you, boo. I saw that Sophie Duffy is in the house.
OG, triple OG, what's going on?
Let's see. Do we have any other mods? Let's see.
Who do we got in the house? Who do we got in the house?
I don't see any other mods, but I do want to get a shout out to some members. We got JR Dugan.
Yes, indeed. What up,
we got
JR?
Dingo Bob.
What up, Dingo Bob?
Oh, we do have another mod in house. Hey, Isabella.
Isabella, what's going
Mod
down? Good
Squad.
to see
you. Jaden Winchester. Mod Squad. Appreciate you.
Yeah, really? Is that we good? We good?
I think that was it, boo. I think that's it.
All right, let me go ahead and let's see. Who do we got here? First in line with that fast pass. Let me give the quick shout, it's on my side. It's on my side. Okay. You know him, you love him. Isaiah Smalls, baby. What up, Isaiah? It's good to see you in here. Emily Brown, what's going down?
What up, Emily?
We got King Dragold up in here.
King.
Dylan Danger, what's up, Dylan?
Danger.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate this. Who else do we have here? Zay, what up, Zay?
Hey, Zay, what up?
Good to see you up in here. We got Theron. Or The Run. Could be Theron or The Run.
Oh, The Run.
I don't want to misspeak on that. Jesse Gillian, good to see you.
Hey, Jesse.
Jody Bennett.
Woo!
What up, Jody?
What up, Jody?
I cannot woo like I normally do. I apologize. Ray Warrior, Ricky Kid, thank y'all so much for joining us. Jay Hicks.
Welcome, Jay Hicks.
Yeah, we got some people in here, man. Thank you. I know we got I believe we got a super chat. I want to get to a super chat, and then I just want to get into it because, like I said, I don't want to spend too much of your time. Wesley Franklin.
Hey, Wesley Franklin.
Always a pleasure.
Such a
Neptune
pleasure.
X. Yeah.
What up, Neptune?
We appreciate you for being in here. Thank you so much,
Ricky
guys.
Kid. Did you say
Sophie
Ricky
Doffy,
Kid?
yes I did. Ricky Kid, Cute Dog, thank you very much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. She a little moppy floppy, but she is very photogenic. I give her credit. Big circle message to you, OG. The way they did that press conference, they should do that for the draft.
You're not lying.
Let me tell you something. We know a certain group, a certain very decorated tag team. We had a certain Mr. Big E over here chopping it up with his fellow WWE cohorts because he's part of that group, New Day, and it's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, the Vince McMahon era is gone. Now, there is precedent in the WWE. They used to do press conferences. It used to be a thing. There was a very famous press conference between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant when Andre had turned heel. And he's like, you ripped the cross, dude, and the blood that was running down my chest, Jack. You went ahead and stabbed all the Hulkamaniacs in the back.
Right.
It was beautiful. If anybody ever questions Triple H,
Triple H.
The Rock,
Yep.
Cody Rhodes, he himself tweeted, trust me. Okay? I did not expect a full-on heel turn, but let me tell you something. They done turned this around. And I'm here for it. You understand me? The Rock leaned into it. He went ahead and said, you may not like it, you may hate it, but you will respect it. Take a look at this family tree right here. His grandfather, my grandfather, the blood oath. And this is your main event. Like it or not. He spit. Did you see him? It was a Samoan spit. It was a haka.
A haka?
It was a haka.
It's a haka.
You understand me?
No, I did not.
And I loved it. And Cody Rhodes came out there and said, hold up, this is some bullshit. Okay, this is a family show, so we're not going to be cussing up a storm. But who was cussing up a storm was The Rock, Cody Rhodes. It was crazy.
And Seth.
To me, what was a generally lackluster press conference, but I guess there was a point to it. I mean, you had some people coming out talking some, whatever. It was whatever, EST, what have you. It didn't get interesting for me until Rhea Ripley came out, Mommy came out, and then she was rudely interrupted by the man, Becky Lynch. And she dropped a couple things. Let me tell you something. This, as CM Punk said, and I'm sure you saw some of these memes, this press conference was spicy.
Spicy.
Okay, she said that
Tapatio.
Mommy is going to be a bottom. What? We're not going to tell you what that is. You can YouTube it yourself. You can Google that yourself. But my point is,
hey, don't lick the keyboard.
I was like, oop, something just happened. Then we had Seth freaking Rollins coming out, talking whatever he was talking. Then Roman Reigns interrupts him, talking about he's a Rudy Poo number 2.
Rudy Poo Poo.
Out comes The Rock. And then The Rock, if you ever saw a man who understands, this was cinema at its finest. This is what pro wrestling is all about. I was excited. I didn't know what to expect. The only thing I don't want is I don't want Hollywood Rock. I did not care for Hollywood Rock.
You're not about to get Hollywood Rock. Did it look like you was about to get Hollywood Rock today?
I did not like Hollywood Rock.
That's not who that man is anymore. If you don't stop it, I'll make you get off my lap.
So I want to hi to A&B and Bone Crush. I appreciate that. I want to get to some of you guys. I want to talk to you guys. We want to talk to you guys.
Hey,
what up,
Wilfredo.
Samson Samuel, Brett McDougal?
Hey, Samson. Hey, Brett.
Good to see you in here. Let me see what some of y'all are thinking about this. Legit BR, what up?
Hey, legit.
Let me see.
Lee Major.
We got George
Lowry.
Lowry, Anthony Diaz. The Rock just joined the
Anthony.
bloodline. Yeah, look, did y'all see? They had the aftermath. You saw The Rock coming out talking about you need to fix this. You
To
keep
Triple
my family
H?
name out your mouth.
Dude, even Roman Reigns, Triple H was, I was like, are y'all about to fight backstage? What's going on?
On Instagram, Rock, Roman, Heyman walking up the ramp out there, talking side by side, shoulder to shoulder, getting a little shoulder grease in. You understand what I'm saying? I did not anticipate how they would right the ship. Now, look, we said everybody was in their feelings. We want Cody, whatever. They listened, they meaning the WWE brass. They listened, they leaned into it, and they said, okay, here's what we're going to do.
You got to lean with it.
Rock with it. You understand me? But we didn't know exactly what they were going to do. I will say this. I'm still leaning into the possibility of a triple threat. My only question.
There was 4 men interjected in that.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
He was left out in the cold, and he was cussing up a storm.
Yeah. And then he got physical, and he was, like you said, he was still there after Cody left, cussing and getting into it. So he's going to be a part of that somehow.
Because here's what I liked about it. Everybody was all up in their feelings. Everybody went boo the second that Cody said, I plan to finish the story. I want that title, just not at WrestleMania. Everything shifted. Rock comes out, and
But Rock didn't get booed that time. Rock didn't get booed at that time, though.
No, Rock didn't get booed.
No.
Rock didn't get booed.
And when he stepped to Roman, every single person in the auditorium went wild. They weren't booing that.
Running wild.
They weren't booing them. They let everybody else tell them how to feel.
Now,
and
the
then
digital
they came back
exclusive,
booing.
if y'all watch on YouTube, the digital exclusive,
Mm-hmm.
after that, The Rock talked to the people. Then he did his thing. He's in the corner, and he moved. There was a camera guy. He did this. He literally made this movement.
Move out of the way.
He's like, people felt The Rock did that to Cody when he came out. The second he said, but not at WrestleMania, and then, if you smell... They felt they did this.
I don't feel like they felt like that at that moment. I don't care what anybody says. In the auditorium at that moment, people wanted to see The Rock versus Roman, and although they wanted to see Cody, nobody booed him that night. Nobody did what they did at the press conference. Nobody booed him until all of that started on social media, and then everybody jumped on that bandwagon.
But keep in mind, when The Rock came back and he had his little thing with Jinder Mahal, afterwards, a low gas, a little... Should The Rock sit at the head of the table? When he said, should The Rock sit at the head of the table, everybody in their reactions, we're in those reactions, lost their freaking minds.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So everybody was on board until that moment. Yes, not in that exact moment, after the fact. But there are some people who have said this, and I didn't have time to put it in this open when we're doing it on social media. Everybody's talking about Cody's story, like you had said. What about Roman's story? Cody just got here a couple years ago. He just got here.
I take credit. I take credit for that.
He left.
I take credit for that. This story between Roman and Reigns was started way before Cody got here.
Roman and Reigns?
I mean, Roman and The Rock.
Divided against itself, cannot stand.
Between Reigns and The Rock started way before Cody started. So I already said that story in that dynasty is like he showed on the screen. That bloodline is huge. But the minute he showed that tree,
it's huge.
Everybody should have known this dude is going heel. And really, you know what? I'm gonna let you read some more comments because I want to give my 2 cents at the end.
So
go ahead and read your comments.
There's gonna be some interaction.
Go ahead and read your
comments. We wanted to give our 2 cents because I'm really excited.
I got 5 cents, but I'm saving it for the end.
The one thing that I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get into these comments. This is what professional wrestling is all about. It's about that kayfabe. I haven't been this invested in a WrestleMania, in a storyline, in a cool minute.
In forever.
This bloodline story.
Since Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan.
You understand me? Or even Macho Man, Elizabeth.
Right.
That whole I mean.
Right.
They
when Macho Man faced Hulk.
It was a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful thing. B, I've been trying to tell you, I want to be a mod. I want to be on the mod squad. I'm a mod for another channel, so I have experience on the resume. J Money.
He has experience on the resume.
Don't sleep on J Money. What up, Wilfredo? Let me see what the people. Can you get a yeet? Yeet? Yes, you can, Samson.
First of all, J Money, you don't tell me you asked me, boo. However, you've been pretty faithful.
No offense, but I hate them Cody crybabies. Good gracious. So says the emancipator TJ. I expect him to do press conferences for big pay-per-views moving forward. Let me tell you something. If you're going to do it like this, I've said this so many times on this show. The one thing that we have a tendency to forget is that pro wrestling falls under the kayfabe umbrella. We like to stay in that, kind of kid-like wonder of what we're watching. We see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. We know, and that's fine. It just kind of ruins it for us. I'm in the entertainment industry. There's Hollywood magic. We put stuff together just like we did here. You don't see the hard work that goes into the production. But the fact is, this was perfect. This is how you get it going. And the whole time I'm like, can we just get to it? We got bread, we got water. Can we get to the meat? And it finally happened in a way I did not expect.
Right.
And they're leaning into it. So now they're focusing once again, the bloodline. And this whole dynamic of head of the table, now everything is shifted.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me wonder. What was the actual factual? Was this the plan from the beginning before he signed ink the paper for the TKO board ship, if you will? Was this a whole thing they already had planned? Did it have a whole thing like we're going to go this route and let's see how the crowd reacts? And then the crowd turned and then they shifted? I don't know. Was it a work? Was it a shoot? I don't know. But this is where we are. But I really want to know what happened to Seth Rollins. I want to know what's going to go on with Seth Rollins. All right,
hi, Sebastian Weaver. Hey, Samson Samuel.
More is at 702. And thank y'all so much for being here. We know it's late. Do not forget to smash that like button. So important to us. Thank you very much. Just Alex. Oh, man. Just Alex of Alex's World.
What up, Alex?
Wrestling fans like you and like us. My man, Just Alex, did a live watch-along for this press conference, which I love. I slid in there.
Oh, I didn't know. I would have slid in there too.
You know what I mean? I slid into the DMs a little bit to see what was going on, but I couldn't hear, obviously, for how it is going to be copyrighted. So I had to dip in and out and actually listen to the WWE press conference. So I was kind of fading in and out.
You was faded?
But I was. Well, I won't say I was faded.
You know what, Anthony? We did see the backstage with Triple H and the little interaction.
So
yes,
we got Sue Hines, Cody versus Rock, winner
Sue
versus
Hines.
Roman at Perth. Okay, can we just settle something right now?
Y'all, you gotta get up. You gotta get over this elimination chamber thing.
It ain't happening.
That's not happening.
It'd be nice.
No, it wouldn't. I don't want that to happen at 2 a.m. That's not.
I'm saying like if they did something sooner than
no, we all don't want to wait for it. But this is the buildup you need for something like this. And the reality is that we're not going to get this at 2 a.m. And that's what time it would be out here. What time is
it's all over the map.
No.
It's all over the map. But I'm sure it'll be a fine pay-per-view.
I'm
Becky
sure.
Lynch is in it.
Yeah.
We have some people that are going to
qualify.
qualify.
Rhea's going to be in it. That's fine. That's not happening.
Thank you, OG. But
or Roman.
But who knows? There's always a possibility something might happen
be wrong.
With maybe Cody or maybe Seth. There might be something to further along this, but this ultimate thing right now, this wasn't a press conference for the Elimination Chamber.
No.
This was a
press
conference
for the WrestleMania.
The Rock specifically said, you're going to see me in Philadelphia. He is an old school guy. He's about the big show. Not that big show.
Did you see? So Rock has been posting people's reactions lately, and my feelings are a little hurt, Rock. I'm not going to lie. And there was this one girl who was recording herself, and when he came out that night on Cody, she lost her mind. Not to the degree that I did on that one film, but
come on.
She lost her mind, and he posted it and said, like, I appreciate you. And he was like, Kevin Hart reacts that way to me every time he sees me. And he got Kevin Hart. I just love their relationship.
I mean, yes, Rock, Just Alex single-handedly made Cody versus Roman 10 times better. Look.
Oh, my gosh.
When this is all said and done, I think Cody could be the biggest babyface in the history of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
They are building this man up in such a way. And here's what I really loved about it. We felt that we were resigned to whatever The Rock and Roman was going to be. Night 1, night 2, title, tribal chiefdom.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. What do you got?
DJ Money said, DJ G Money said The Rock smacked Cody like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
I mean, that's what I put on our Instagram.
I kind of did.
You see the Fresh Prince, over there on the Instagram story. And I hate to say it that way, but it is what it is. But what I'm ultimately trying to get at here is I completely lost my train of thought because I should have just finished it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you did. I could have read that later.
But that's neither here nor there. I forget where I was going with that. But that's I'll circle back around. He's gonna be the ultimate babyface, but I don't know. The beauty of this being pro wrestling, and this wasn't what I was gonna say earlier, but the beauty of this being pro wrestling and like they say cinema is the not knowing. Regardless if this is a carefully choreographed dance with a predetermined outcome, I could care less. We don't know what that outcome is. That's why we have prediction shows like we did with Just Alex. But it's the cinema of it. It's the drama of it. It's getting us to believe. Listen, trending worldwide. From when's the last time we saw such vitriol, if you will, and like we said, nothing is okay with death threats to a man's daughter, where somebody had to delete their entire Twitter account. So did Ava Raine. That is outrageous. And I don't know if she necessarily deleted it to delete it, or maybe Papa was like, hey, as part of our thing, I know you're getting that should never happen, but delete your thing. Delete your, you know what I mean? Like that could all be, because we've seen that. We've seen wrestlers use social media like The Rock does. The Rock uses social media like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
So he very well could have tweeted texted his daughter, be like, hey, shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's continue to fuel this fire. Let's fan the flames till it reaches a crescendo. And then The Rock was going to continue on that road. Roman Reigns, The Rock, the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. You all are going to like it. I'm stuffing it down your throats. Like they've been stuffing him down your throats for years and you refuse to accept it. You're going to like it.
Oh, whose voice was that?
I don't know. My voice is still not right.
Oh, sound like somebody to me.
What up, Angel Claudio? We are good.
Did you already say hi to the emancipator?
I did. So we're going to read some comments. We're going to just have a conversation, people.
Hello, Angelo. Angel. Wait, Angel? Yeah. Hello, Angel.
These Cody Crabbers better be happy now. People send, yeah, I know, exactly. Sending death threats to his daughter. Unfreaking acceptable. WWE was bullied into a Cody Roman 2 match like by Cody Crybabies. So says the emancipator. Savon, what do we got over here? Good to see you so much. What a smack. Yeah, it was a heck of a slap. I've seen better. But one thing we also got to remember in pro wrestling, slap is actually a sign of respect. Now, it can be a sign of disrespect, but when you slap somebody in pro wrestling, it's actually like, hey, let's do the dance. So it's pretty much the same as when you saw him and Rock when they did this, and then they embraced versus the slap. It's kind of the same thing.
They said she's back on Twitter now.
See what I mean? Great. You're back on Twitter. Thank you so much for being back up in here.
Raindrop 26.
WrestleMania 40 is going to be goated. Can't wait. And this is what I'm saying. It's a new era. This is a new time. We have new people in charge. The McMahon era is dead.
Roland Bird. I don't know if we said hi to Roland Bird, but
what
I
up,
want to say hi
Bird?
to Roland Bird.
And we saw the feel of this, the weight of this was different than what we've seen recently, what we've seen in WrestleMania past. And I said this when The Rock came back. The Rock ain't here to play around. Dwayne Johnson, DJ, as we call him,
DJ.
We friends. We family. We're
friends with Dwayne Johnson.
Let me talk to you.
I think they all know. You would know if I was friends with Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, you know what? I swear, Bone Crusher. But he is here to do the absolute best. He wants to put the best foot forward, the best show possible. He ain't here to screw around.
No.
You understand? So look at us. We're all talking about this right now. It's been a firestorm since this happened, and it's going to continue. The likes of which this WrestleMania is going to be off the hook.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Neptunette.
But what do y'all want to see? Let me ask this question.
What do you want to talk about?
Do you want to see a triple threat? I think there's a possibility of a triple threat. I also want to say, because I didn't know before this happened what could possibly happen. I said maybe they promised Cody all the gold. Why would you have Seth Rollins over here begging Cody Rhodes to face him? For what reason? That was completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary.
They were interjecting him to this storyline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're making this some way, somehow, maybe Cody versus Seth night 1. Maybe this triple threat night 2. Maybe it's a fatal 4-way for all the gold, all the titles.
Okay, I'm ready to interject now. Are y'all ready? I don't think you're ready.
You ready?
Let me tell you something. Who was the one that we loved to hate? Then we just hated him. But we loved to hate.
Little Jimmy dog.
From the beginning, who was the ultimate bad guy? Through and through, even when he wasn't a full heel, he was a heel. He was the ultimate bad guy because he was the head honcho.
Eric Bischoff? Shane McMahon?
Y'all want to help me out?
John Laurinaitis. We're not mentioning John Laurinaitis.
We ain't really mentioning this dude either.
No.
But we always had a head boss, the head CEO, who we love to hate, nepotism, whatever you want to say, that everybody loved to hate because everybody wants to hate the boss because he's the man and he's pulling the shots and he this and he that. And even back in the day, The Rock's biggest fights, when sometimes he was up under the boss and sometimes he was fighting the boss. But as one of the head honchos over Triple H now, because Triple H has been that guy too, but Triple H lately has been, everybody loves Triple H, but he's been the bad guy, the boss faction, because you always want to hate the boss. The Rock inserted himself into the board above Triple H, and he took Vince's spot, aside from all the scandal, as the head due to hate, and nobody saw it coming. And he aligned himself in the bloodline, and he is now the man that people will love to hate. Mm-hmm. And he is the biggest star in the world, so it's going to be on a whole nother level. And this was planned all along, or you would not have had Cody win the Elimination Chamber. This, I mean, yes, sorry, because I just saw someone write Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry. They would not have had Cody win the Royal Rumble and then go, oops, never mind. This has been planned. We knew The Rock and Reigns was supposed to be. He was coming to WrestleMania. We assumed it was for the two of them to fight because that's what he alluded to. But once Vince left, he knew there needed to be a head guy to hate, and he did it beautifully. And like you said, this was cinema, drama. This was everything that you can ask for as a wrestling fan. He has brought in a whole another set of eyes to this that like no one else, like the eyes were already coming at WWE, but now with this, come on. They signed Logan and gave him a belt because of his following. To have The Rock back, to have him line up with Roman Reigns, to have him inserted into the bloodline, to have him step into Triple H, step into Cody. I mean, come on. This was genius. And I'm sorry for all of you who didn't want to break kayfabe, but at the end of the day, this is what is best for business all the way around. Everybody is in their feelings one way or another. I am so excited, not just for WrestleMania, but for the future of WWE.
Mm-hmm. And what about Seth Rollins?
And Seth Rollins is absolutely a part of this. That's why he came and did that awkward, you should choose me, which we were all like, why are you so thirsty? What are you doing? Because Rock knew that that belt was being overlooked and he needed to be interjected into this. And I think that you're right. They may end up putting both titles on Cody. But all I know is that Cody is the ultimate babyface. This is The Rock and Roman pushing Cody Rhodes, whether you believe that or not, and giving Seth a bump. So, and he does need it. Seth needed it. I mean, he has a following, but he doesn't get the same pop that the Reigns get. Nobody gets the same pop.
The Reigns, like the
The
Rock.
Reigns.
The Reigns.
The Reigns and The Rock. So I'm just saying, this is the best thing to happen to WWE since I don't know what.
I absolutely love it. I'm absolutely here for it. I believe Gaunt Raindrop said something about a possibility of, I think you said, what was this? Billy Kay, Peyton Royce may return at WrestleMania 40, Backlash SummerSlam. Let me tell you something. They both had kids, and you already know what I'm going to say right here, right? Nymphomania is running wild, baby, and it's time for the first ever Baby Bowl. Bring it, Rock.
He does.
That's what I'm all about.
Too.
I will never give up on the Baby Bowl, brother.
Yeah.
All right. It's a long-standing joke, but I love it.
Yeah.
We got the me, brother. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Just so y'all know, anybody that super chats, we appreciate it. Ordinarily, those are read, but for the purposes of tonight, we're just going to be having some interaction because this is a special live. So do not worry about that. Let me see what y'all got up in here. What up, Kareem? King Barbecue. Good to see you. I think if The Rock, Wesley Franklin, wins at WrestleMania 40, then Cody might get to face the winner later on to finish the story. Maybe if that's what might happen. I mean,
oh no, The Rock and Roman are no longer fighting at WrestleMania. They are now side by side, Wesley. They're not fighting. They're fighting Cody and Seth, it seems like. I mean, we've never had a 4-way at WrestleMania ever with 2 titles on the line.
and you got to
That's
pay double for that
insane.
kind of action. That's why.
Just
We say
saying,
that
we
right
don't know
now.
how this is going to go down, but they're not fighting each other. They are now standing side by side, arm by arm, slap by slap.
For now, because
for
the way that
you,
they're doing this
slap
is
for
they're doing
you.
this like we're family. That takes precedence over. Hey, whoa. Hold on now. You talking about his grandfather? Come on, my grandfather?
Right.
He did what? He said, hold on. I did my me chin. He took off the earrings.
But that's what
the
family
Vaseline.
does. That's what family does. Because at the end of the day, I could be mad at a sibling. I could be mad at my husband. I could be mad at one of my daughters. That doesn't mean that you could disrespect my family. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes siblings will be ready to throw down and be like, I'm going to show you who's really blah, blah, blah. But someone else come in, well, hold up.
Well,
That's a whole,
I don't know. I'm a little different. Yeah.
oh, baby, are you a punk? It's okay. If you're a punk, I'll fight for you.
Put your hands on me again. Put your hands on me again. Buzz it to the White Meat Show. You understand me? We love you too, Jay Money. In regards to going live for
There is
Elimination
another
Chamber,
super chat.
here's the deal. It's at 2 o'clock in the morning for us. Now, granted, there are people when we do our lives that we have all around the world that are in some crazy time zones.
We're thinking about it.
We are thinking about it, but we also reside in a place that
Yeah.
you kind of have to be quiet. We have quiet hours.
And if you haven't noticed, I'm not very quiet.
You know what I mean? We have quiet hours. So we are on the fence, but we will discuss this. I'll tell you what, did you see The Rock giving the death stare to CM Punk tonight? Yeah, because CM Punk,
And because CM Punk was like, I'll go slap him back in his mouth. And The Rock was like, boy.
he has a point. He's like, it was not The Rock that threw me over the top rope in the Royal Rumble. It was Cody Rhodes. This is Cody Rhodes' time. Let him finish the story.
Yeah.
And they brought back his whole situation from 10 years ago. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Surprised you all didn't go to, I'm not sure what we said there, D. What did we didn't go to?
Oh, probably to the press conference. But we had.
Oh, that, yes.
Yeah, we couldn't. It was the weather out here has been way too unstable, and the roads to Vegas from here were like flooded out. It's just too unpredictable.
We thought about it, we considered it, but it wouldn't have been good. Safe Emerald Armor, what is up, buddy? Good to see you in here.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you for being in here. Oh, member for 18 months, the Three Kings.
Member for 18
All
months.
right.
Thank you.
Jacob Fatu and Zilla names were on that family tree.
Hey. Umaga, Rosie, I mean,
The family tree
Yokozuna.
runs deep. I love the fact because the Rhodes family, that's one thing to keep talking about. Put some respect on the Rhodes name. Even Dustin Rhodes over there in AEW likes to do a little tweeting about it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, y'all are a second generation. Are they second or third? Second,
It's
right?
all about second, third. It doesn't matter. It's beyond the grave. I'm going to go ahead and take on Hot T Peter Maivia.
Yeah.
I'm kicking his butt.
But
all
that
the way
tree,
up and down.
But that tree, how many names were on that tree, y'all?
There were a lot.
A lot.
They have a lot of kids. You know, they like to spread the seed.
Especially because The Rock got it on both sides. His daddy was the first with his championship. He was the tag team first African American tag
domination.
team. Yeah, like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, talk about royalty.
Welcome to the TKO
Loved
era.
Loved it.
What up, Aaron Drew? Good to see you in here. They made it personal for Roman now, but I love it. I cannot wait. So tomorrow night. So this was a live press event in Las Vegas. It would have been great to have been there. I got to be honest with y'all, dog. And this is not an AEW bash. We were watching AEW last night, and the wrestling was fine, but it wasn't. There was no life in Dynamite. It was a bit lifeless.
We kind of seen it all. You know what I mean? Even when Swerve was fighting Hangman. I was like, we've seen this so many times. They're kind of running out of people. Are they running out of people to fight each other? Because I feel like we've been seeing this for a minute.
To give Sky Blue a break. I mean, just, you know. But what I'm saying is we finally have some life back in pro wrestling. You understand me?
Well, I think AEW has got all their money on Sasha Banks coming back, but you need to have more than Sasha Banks. It can't just be one person. And I was watching as they were coming out with Mox and Bryan Danielson and Cesaro. I'm sorry, not Cesaro anymore.
Claudio.
But you know,
Claudio.
But I'm like,
Castigadero Logli.
Claudio. You know, they're still good. They got gas in the tank. You know, they're them and what the hell? I can't remember anything.
You're stroking out? You're right. What the thing am I holding up?
What's his name? The other ones that are also Buddy Matthews and
you talking about House of Black?
House of Black. Like, some of the best stuff they have going are just former WWE people, which is not. I don't hold that against them, because why wouldn't they? Were good enough to be on WWE, and just because you get cut doesn't mean you ain't good. Yeah. So I don't fault them for that. But I don't know. I guess, like, yeah, the excitement. They just need to figure out how to switch up their show and do a little something different and add a little something new. Not just bring more people. Not more ex WWE stars. Like I said, I'm not mad at that, but you need to bring some.
I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Mercedes, but one person can't. We just see the consistent flood of people coming in. At the end of the day, it's about stories. It's about just the investment in what we're seeing here, and that is what The Rock has done.
Yeah.
In such a way that involving because he also has been involved in the entertainment industry for so long, he understands the idea of multi-layer storytelling, that you've got to have a lot of different players in the mix to tell this story that they're trying to do for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of players in this. Everybody's in this script.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Savon, I appreciate that. My voice is not great.
So hey, Anthony.
I do appreciate that.
Welcome.
Anthony, he don't want to see no triple threat. There's no triple threat.
I mean, maybe you'll just have The Rock in his corner, but no, because Seth has been interjected into this, and I don't know.
What's what I'm saying?
Unless you're gonna have The Rock versus Seth. And
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen on SmackDown.
Can you imagine?
Well, Cody's gonna be back on Raw with
Cody already
Seth
chose
Rollins.
Roman, so that is what he is. He has the right to do that. That's set. But are they going to interject the other two, or will it be like a Rock versus Seth situation? I'm just so curious now. Or is The Rock just going to be in his corner and not fight at all? What are you going to do with Seth? No, I don't know how this is going down, but I know that Cody had a right to choose Roman, and he did that.
And that's what I want to see.
So that is going to happen.
But my thing is this: what Cody said, not at WrestleMania. And then he decided to change his mind.
He
you
backtracked.
had you and the reason why I'm saying that it's so interesting to see what's going to happen on Monday night, because we did not get an answer this past Monday night from Cody Rhodes.
But you got one at the press conference.
We did not get an answer fully. He said, I choose you, but we still have no legitimate. That was, for me, not an answer. Like, I'm answering you. That's my answer to you as well. I don't see it that way.
You didn't feel like you got that at the press conference?
I don't see it that way. Because,
he
again,
said, I choose you at WrestleMania.
I don't see it that way because there was no reason to have Seth there at that time. Because before that, everybody came out individually. And then, hang on, everybody came out individually. And then you had Mommy Rhea getting interrupted because they may have a thing. But of course, they also mentioned Nia Jax as a possibility. All I'm saying is Seth Rollins at this time has no WrestleMania opponent. He put a bid out there for Cody Rhodes. Cody didn't say to you, no. He said, I'll think about it. And then he said, not at WrestleMania. To me, that's an answer. Now you change your mind. All I'm saying is on Raw, I feel like Seth Rollins might come out and be like, hey, what's up? I thought we were going to do a thing. You didn't give me an answer. Let's still do the dance.
But you gave me the answer at the frickin' press conference. You can't disregard what he said today.
But you can't disregard what was said before.
Yes, you can. He said, I choose you at WrestleMania. That's definitive.
He said, not at WrestleMania. That also is definitive.
That's not definitive.
That is definitive. He says, I want that title, just not at WrestleMania. I know somebody that knows you very well, and then cue the Rock's music.
He has a right to still challenge with whoever wanted to challenge because he hadn't challenged anybody, and he officially challenged him tonight.
His mind,
right?
And I'm saying that Seth is going to have something to say about that on Monday Night Raw as part of this, because I still don't feel like there was a reason for Seth to be out there during all this, and then him talking trash like he did as Seth is walking off the stage. Seth was cussing up a storm like that was freaking CM Punk he was standing across from.
Right, but he was cussing at Reigns.
Precisely. Why would you have two heavyweight champions out there at the same time? Why?
Maybe they're going to have them fight each other on night one.
They did not have Mommy Rhea and Io Sky out there at the same time.
So maybe they fight each other night one, and The Rock's in his corner, and Cody's in his corner, and night two, Cody fights the victor.
I'm saying, to me, there's something more that's going on here that involves Seth Rollins. What that is, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. Let me see what y'all think. Michael Tolbert, what up, buddy? Evening,
hey,
Kyle.
Michael.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being
what up?
here.
Hello, Kyle.
I know we got a couple of super chats. Look, man, I don't care who face who. I don't care who wins. People don't really care for The Rock. They want him to stick with his football league. Stay away from WWE. I
totally disagree
with you, homeboy.
I don't know who people is, but I gotta disagree with you. You have to have a bad guy. You have to have a heel. You have to have a boss you hate. That's been a part of WWE since day one. Vince McMahon did it brilliantly for many years when he used to be a sane individual. The Rock stepping in and being the main bad head guy boss that everybody could hate. Yet when his music hits and he comes out, that same crowd that was booing him went ballistic for him, just like they do for Roman Reigns before they boo him. So nobody hates him. Nobody wants him to go away. Nobody doesn't want him in WWE.
Well,
he's the best thing for
the Cody Crybabies. Absolutely.
The Cody Crybabies still, I'm telling you, when his music hit, the crowd went ballistic and then booed when he started talking.
There were tons
just
of
like
boos,
they do to Roman.
Tons of cheers.
Yeah.
He fed into it. He listened.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I almost felt like I was watching, if anybody's ever been to Disneyland or Disney World and you're watching a performance and then somebody comes out, hey guys, what's going on over here? Or like the Star Wars thing, and Cody came out with his lightsaber. This is some bullshit.
So funny.
You lit liquors.
You lit liquor.
Is what he was saying. No, people, and we've said this in our previous live, the numbers don't lie. You go back on YouTube's, WWE's YouTube channel in the millions. The
And
interaction,
millions.
the interaction he had was nobody else was in the millions.
Yeah.
Nobody. When we do our reactions with him, through the roof. Just like there's certain things that go through the roof. If we did a Tegan Knox, no offense, we love Tegan Knox, but Tegan Knox
Nobody's
ain't bringing
gonna
in the
watch
numbers.
that.
You feel me? The Rock brings in the numbers. Hate him or like him, it just is what it is.
And The Rock and Roman putting Cody over is the biggest thing. I mean, he is the ultimate babyface now.
What up, Nico Thompson?
Ultimate.
Oh, well, not yet. He's getting there. I thought for sure that it was going to end when Brock Lesnar lifted his arm up. After that sudden turn, all of a sudden, Cowboy Brock went back to this, country ass kicking Brock. Didn't happen. So I said it. I'm done with the investment in this whole story thing. It's never going to happen, and it's over.
And they changed that, didn't they?
Some way, somehow, I kept saying, how are they going to right the ship? And here we are. February 2024, Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And it has happened. You feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, you have an important announcement to make. Kobe Bryant is all elite. Wow.
Mm.
I don't think he would be all elite. I got to be honest with you. Because Kobe wants to play on the winning team. And right now, AEW ain't winning.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh
my gosh. If you've given a super chat, we are going to get to it. It will be on the screen. Just hold tight.
Absolutely. Be not quite shocking. I know the only man went to Tribal Chief WrestleMania. 3 Diglets. Here is our super chat champion of the world. The 3 Diglets. Big circle message to you. And thank you so much for that super chat. This whole thing makes me sick. And I will be at Mania.
Oh, I know you will. Do you, boo?
Okay, so I know you're going to have floor seats. You might even have aisle seats. Just do us a favor. Just put it up once, all right? Just so we know where you are. You're going to make the channel. A&B Combos, your super chat champion, is now in your city. Okay, with the one. Draw the one. Draw the thing. All right, 3 Diglets, I know you can do it.
That's
we
awesome.
got you. Thank you very much for that super chat. We appreciate you. Mike Aldana, what's going on? Cody needs to man the F up. I mean, look, man, what better way to make somebody seriously look like a real baby face than to catch a beat down from a man twice as big as you? And let's keep it real. Like he said when in one of his movies, like, don't fight it. That's a big arm The Rock got there. Rock coming out looking swole, looking more shredded than a Julian salad, man. Slap the taste out.
I mean, and Roman standing next to him, usually Roman looks so big, and The Rock standing next to The Rock.
Slapping so hard, Dusty Rhodes rolled over in the grave.
Wow.
Dusty went, what was that, baby?
Wow.
Was that Ric Flair? Did Ric Flair come back? You put hard times on the Rhodes family, Rock. I have to say it that way. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was so good to see Big E out there, though, dude. I mean, you clearly are able to talk on the mic. Can you just be backstage? Because the New Day needs a little shot of life. And Kofi out here wrestling in his drawers. I don't know why. He's got the furry thing on there. I'm not feeling the outfit. He looked like he just rolled up out of bed. Right. I promise you he got them in the bed. All right. And here you go. Xavier changing his hairstyle every other week. Look, man, can we rack up some wins? Now, I like the little edge they got on him right now. But you got to rack up some wins.
Right.
But I need Big E to be backstage. Oh, the crowd will go nuts because you're back. You left.
I like
when
seeing
you
them
were
today
hot.
on commentary. Yeah.
You were hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I need some Big E back in my life, man. I really do. Tayshawn Smith, what up?
What up?
Bismo Funyuns.
Bismo
Funyuns.
Funyuns.
Naomi's
right.
also on that tree. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to tell you this. As I said this before on the show. I'm going to say this. We're not going to take too much more of your time. You're going to get up out of here.
But we will read the rest of the super chats. We promise.
The bloodline. They're leaning into this story.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy.
Heavy.
This, my friends, is the final chapter. This is the crescendo. You whipped out something they ain't whipped out before. And I put the faux on that, so you know I'm serious. The family tree.
And the arena went dark.
Legacy. We done said we need to see all the bloodline come out for this.
And you already know. They better come with it. You done brought you guys are standing side by side now? Everybody need to come out and stand right there.
All the Usos. Afa, Sika, Rikishi, Tamina, Nia. I don't give a rat's behind if y'all are in a match or not. I don't even care if you go
Jay
here or
too.
not. That's why I said the Usos.
Yeah, both of them. Their daddy.
Zion Quinn.
Everybody.
Big Bronson Reed. If you got Samoan blood in you.
They should fill up that entire stage with Samoans. With
You understand me?
Yeah.
This is legit the biggest WrestleMania in recent memory.
I still want the Tonka twins to come out.
I don't even care. Record to Haka. She ain't got a contract with nobody right now.
Right. Yep. She need to be over
We need to get her on the show. We need to see this because that's the one thing that I so
and you know,
enjoyed
Nia
about
Jax was
Jinder
up
Mahal.
there too.
Jinder Mahal, when he was WWE champion, they embraced the Indian culture full force.
Yep.
And it was beautiful. You had Gunther out here celebrating his reign. You had some pillars behind you as part of Imperium, but we couldn't get a palm tree for tribal court.
So think about it at WrestleMania. You bring out that entire tree. Anyone who's still alive on that tree, you bring every single one of them out on that stage, and they all do the whole thing. I mean,
it's time for the Haka.
Gosh, they need to be in there. They need to be in their get up, their family, you know, all of it.
This is the
all
time.
of it. This is the time.
I want to see the entire lineage out there. I want to see Rock's mama out there. Ava Raine.
Yep.
We all know who you are, sister.
Everybody should be out there for that.
The Rock's ex needs to be out there.
The
as
Rock's
the mama
ex?
as the mama of Ava Raine. I need to see everybody out there. Roman Reigns and his 10 kids. I don't know, 10 kids? How many he's got? 6? How many kids he got? His baby mama and his wife and all them kids. Everybody needs to be out there. Because I'm saying the weight of this right now is such, and we got the Rhodes family. Let's have a pass. If we can have that forbidden door situation, Tony Khan, hey man, you can't prevent somebody from buying a ticket. Hey,
That's
Dustin.
so funny.
What up? Gold dust.
Yeah, Dustin should be there. And actually, I
put a
see
cut out
them
of Dustin
saying that
Rhodes.
Jacob Batu should be there. Absolutely.
All of them should be out there.
I mean, it's not like he's not going to come over eventually anyway, but absolutely.
Oh my goodness, Akil Kasaport, thank you so much.
Thank
This is
you
what I'm
so
talking
much.
about right here. Big circle
Appreciate
message to
you.
I love to see Cody lose again against Roman Reigns. Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch.
I mean,
I think this is the time I am
they're
sensing
not
two
setting
belts
him up
Cody.
this big for him to lose. That can't be.
Unless the plan going forward is for the bloodline to run the whole damn thing.
For how long though? The Rock has got stuff to do.
Does he?
He does.
He runs the TK. He's on the he's on the board now.
I know, but is he gonna stop making movies? Is he
He's
gonna
here to dominate and
collect?
Okay.
I mean, I guess if he's on Roman's schedule, then he could still make movies.
My man is invested. Unless, and I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just saying, just spitballing, unless they plan on beating this man to a pulp, the Samoan dynasty, getting everybody in their feelings, and then we revisit this down the line.
Nah.
Maybe SummerSlam.
Nah.
Maybe Survivor Series.
Nah. No.
Another one of the big four. Huh?
He wouldn't want the hostility against his daughter to go on that long.
I mean, it's you. This is what you sign up for, dog. Put on your boots. Put on your big boy boots.
I like her as GM.
I love her as GM.
I didn't like her when she was trying to find her way. Not that I didn't like her, but she just wasn't doing well, and she was nervous, and you were nervous for her, and it just took me out of it. I like her as GM. She's very
Her
comfortable.
oration skills have improved.
Yeah.
And she says, first of all, don't cut me off.
Right.
I gotta say, she's a big woman.
Yeah. Don't cut me off. I was like, okay.
It's like Last Legend. Last Legend, that's a lot of women.
That's a lot of women.
If y'all don't watch NXT, you're missing out. Everything on NXT on Tuesday night hit. And that match between, and we're getting off topic, but we're not going to get into it, but that match between Ilya Dragunov and Dijak.
Oh, my God.
That was PLE event level.
Gosh. And one day we're going to have Lash Legend versus Jade Cargill.
Think about that.
Yeah, so we won't go into NXT right now, but it was fire.
But y'all missed out.
You missed it. But
no entertainment in AEW. That's all I'm trying to say right now. Don't forget the haka. That's right. This is what I'm talking about right here. Yeah. We need the haka dance. I don't really care who you are. We got 850 Big Boy. What up, 850 Big Boy? Good to see you in here.
Yes.
Baki Yasin, good to see you. Thank you so much. Sin Havoc 5150.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you. Keep an eye on the National Wrestling Alliance. They are quietly rebuilding themselves. They're adding a territory to the NWA banner. David Valentine, what's up? Definitely keeping an eye out on that.
Yeah. Hey, George
what
Louis.
do you do with Drew for Mania? Great question. What do you do with Drew? Because Drew also interjected himself into the situation, and he did headbutt the heck out of Seth Rollins on Monday night. So I don't know. I tell you who I didn't see today at the press conference was Drew McIntyre.
I didn't see him.
So this is my whole point.
You seen Drew?
I don't want to overlook Drew, and I'm sure that there'll be some stuff going on with him. I still stick to my guns in that there was zero reason for Seth Rollins to be out there. And another reason why I say that, it would have been different if Cody Rhodes had come out first to talk, and then Seth came out, and then Roman, and then The Rock. They didn't do it that way. Seth came out first. It's like everybody else came out to talk about, hey, it's going to be a great WrestleMania. Look at me, Seth freaking Rollins. Whatever the case may be. But there was really no interaction between Seth and Cody, legitimately. He was just like, you're second. And I felt for Seth because we keep talking about, just like Roman said, number two, like your title's not on my level. And they're still playing into that. Because it's like, your title's nice, Seth, and, you know, that looks really nice, real spit shot.
It's really cute.
I want what you call the Hollywood title. All this weight is still being thrown over here, and Seth is just
until they brought him in.
That's what I'm saying.
And at the end, he was a part of that, fighting side by side with Cody like they were family.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So it's got to lead to something.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy versus Jay WrestleMania 40. I'll be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
If they come with it, though. Let me put it to you like this, man. I said it so many times. Wrestlers wrestle all the time. They're on the road. They do dark shows, dark matches, and house shows, whatever the case may be. So their body's tired. They're weary. And that's fine. If you want to let off the gas a little bit on a house show, cool. But when it's televised, y'all need to come with it.
Right.
Y'all, I'm telling you, NXT, y'all don't sleep on NXT. NXT, week after week after week, they come with it every single match. They produce an excellent show. So if you're going to do the dance, especially at WrestleMania,
yeah,
I want to see Ilya Dragunov level event.
Right.
Per match.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And if you ain't finna do it, then get out the ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about that. All right, we might have a couple more super chats, and we're going to get up out of here.
Front row at the fight. Hello.
Drew McIntyre hasn't renewed his contract. I've heard about that. Cody was wrong for giving him his spot initially to The Rock. Mike Aldana seemingly, but they leaned into it. It's like, all right, I'm choosing you.
I don't know if that was actually all the more to goat people on, to make people more invested. Like you said, many of us had been like, well, if it happens, it happens. I don't know how I feel about it. That made people feel some type of way. Sometimes you don't know how you feel till you lose something.
You know, whatever this card is shaping up to be, WrestleMania night 1 and night 2, for me, I think it's going to be off the hook.
Off the hook?
We finally got some heavy hitters in here. LA Knight, Orton's back. I mean, everybody's all up in their feelings about Logan Paul. Legado del Fantasma's heel again.
We'll have our own backstage commentary, right? 3 Diglett.
That'd be great. We're putting you in here. Aaron Drew with a big super chat right here. Big
Oh,
circle
Aaron
message
Drew.
to you. Triple H confirmed Cody versus Roman at Mania, and Seth will probably face Drew or Sammy and Drew in a triple threat at Mania.
I don't think so. I mean, I hear you on the Cody versus Roman. I think Seth is going to be interjected in this Rock and Roman and Cody thing somehow. I just
Well, keep in
don't
mind,
think
we had
that
this
they
big
did
press
all this for
conference.
nothing.
He said it. Rock said it. He said it's gonna be him and Roman. They did the embrace.
They did, but then
He ain't giving that up. I know.
he's
I know
not
Triple H
giving that
announced.
up. But right now, he's side by side with them. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It will be interesting to see how it plays out. I do not think this will be Seth and Drew. I do not. I think Seth is somehow still going to be interjected in the story. I just can't right now wrap my brain around how, which is what makes it so great.
I'm fine with Drew and Seth if they figure out how to write this. Because
Yeah.
right now there's this weird kind of stank in the air, if you will, for me with Seth and this whole bloodline thing.
Yeah.
You know, because they got to put respect
Cody,
on that title.
yeah, no. They're trying to bring respect to the title, and him just fighting Drew is not going to do it.
And I said this, you had Rhea frickin' Ripley out there with her title, talking about she's dominant, she's whatever. Everybody gunning for her, and you only have Bayley coming after Io Sky.
I think Rhea should fight Seth. I'm just saying it'd be a good match. Okay.
Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that. But still, you had no Io Sky talking about herself. You had no Bayley talking about herself. This is a huge event. They should have been there. So, one more again, to me, because we said it, Rhea's title has a little more weight than Io's. Roman's title has a little more weight than Seth's. That's the way they played it out.
I think Bayley can bring some weight back to that title.
I think it's possible. It's like Gunther brought a little weight back to the IC title. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Thank you, Aaron.
Absolutely. We appreciate you. I see a fatal four-way in the works instead. So says Mike Aldana. What's up, Jay?
I mean, we have not seen that at WrestleMania before. And did you notice at the press conference that you had on the left side you had Roman, on the right side you had Rock, looking like they're looking at each other on the big thing, but by the end it wasn't Rock, it was Cody. They switched it.
Switch it all you want.
So they were ready to switch it. It wasn't like it was a surprise, but
Rock ain't no cheerleader though. He ain't gonna be on the sidelines like freaking Mick.
No, you're right.
Come on, Roman.
No, he's
you're
not.
bum, Cody. He's not gonna do that.
No, he's not. I don't know.
That's not what this is.
I can't wait to see how this is going down.
You know what I mean? Dion Jenkins with that super chat.
Hey,
Come on,
Dion Jenkins.
We
Welcome and
appreciate
thank you.
And thank you so much, Jay, for joining the family. Big circle message
Appreciate
to
you.
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now, y'all.
Oh, what you calling?
Rock turns on Roman at WrestleMania 40, setting up a match at 41 similar to the Rock-Cena rivalry. I think Rock and Cody are in on it together. That's probably what The Rock whispered to Cody when he came out on SmackDown.
That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. I mean, like I said, we don't know exactly how it's going down, but there are so many possibilities, and that is definitely one of them.
I'm not mad at that.
Not mad at that. That is thinking outside the box. The Rock said we're going to see something we've never seen. We're already at that point.
Triple H said the same thing.
Triple H said the same thing. We're already at that point. And somebody mentioned that the backstage that you saw Triple H was about to turn into the game real quick. Like, you lucky. Like, what?
The only thing I don't like about it is I want Cody to win this on his own 2 feet. I don't want any shenanigans that would lend to the assist.
Right.
There'll be shenanigans, and I'm fine with that.
Right.
But I don't want shenanigans that would lend
to be
the
clean.
assist. It would be clean.
It needs to be clean.
That's the only thing I don't like about it. But other than that, I love it.
I know Roman's wins don't need to be clean, but that's because he's a heel through and through. Cody is such a baby face that he has to win clean. He just has to.
Let me ask y'all this question. Tomorrow night, SmackDown. Roman Reigns.
Oh, I wish we could go
Solo
live
Sikoa,
for that.
Jimmy Uso, the wise man Paul Heyman, and will we also see by his side The Rock?
Dun dun
I
dun.
gotta ask the question.
Where are they going to be tomorrow night? Are they going to be in Vegas?
I don't know. Does anybody know where SmackDown's going to be? Because the thing is, the one thing I don't necessarily want to see, unless it's part of the story, that, we got 2 King Bulls here. There can only be one.
No, you have a goat. You have a bull.
Yeah,
You should have wore the bull head.
I would love to see them like they were walking up the ramp on Instagram. I want to see them side by side. I don't want to see The Rock taking up the rear. So unless this is part of that, still, hey, who's really the head of the table kind of a thing? Like somebody walks out before somebody else, and
The Rock
what you doing?
The Rock was a little in front of Roman. Roman was lagging behind a little bit backstage.
Well, that's just because The Rock is so much bigger than Roman. It's a cast of shadow. It was forced perspective. You understand? That's what that is. Deion Jenkins, thank you so much, Super
Deion.
Chat. Thank y'all for sticking with
chat.
us. We know it's late. We about to get up out of here, but this had to be talked about because this press conference went off in a way I did not anticipate. We were waiting for something, but they took it in such a direction that at first I was looking at them like, where are they going with this? Then you watch something and you kind of get cringe, like you feel anxious, like, oh, I don't know if I wanna watch this.
Listening to him as they were booing and looking at his face, I was like, oh, he's about to go heel on these fools. But so as soon as he said, it doesn't matter, how you feel or what you think, I was like, yes, sir.
How's it pocket watching when everyone see exactly what you spent? How is it pocket? Okay, front row at the fight. You are front row at the fight, and we appreciate you being here, but we got to keep it clean and fun here, brah. Come on now, player.
Player.
Yeah,
we're like, if you're new here, we are all good with everyone having their own opinions. We do ask that you respect other people's opinions because we're all just fans of the same product, and it's just the damn product. You know what I mean? We love it.
But if people
we
want
love
to
love it.
Their money and super chatting, supporting us.
Yeah, let people do them. But at the end of the day, dude, like we're not here to argue with each other. That's not what we're here for.
Rock looks, I will say this much. The one thing I always say for The Rock versus Roman, even though Roman works out and he's in shape, but The Rock is on next level shape.
Oh, yeah, he don't play.
You know what I mean? Now, there's a difference. Rock is, like workout shape, but he needs to get in ring shape.
And that's different.
If he's fitting to get in the ring.
And that's different.
You know what I mean? Roman Reigns may not be as cut up, but he can go.
Right.
All night long. What did he say? It was like missionary, all like,
And it ain't like The Rock hasn't been healed before. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, man. But I tell you that I know some people like Hollywood Rock.
No.
And I want to give a shout to my boy David Degdos because he loved Hollywood Rock.
He did.
He loved him some Hollywood Rock, and he was funny. But I was not a fan of Hollywood Rock at all. Now, not that I hate it, he was just a little too cringe for me.
Out of all of his characters.
Out of all his characters, I didn't care for it.
But
with the Rock and Authority figure role, I wonder how Austin's going to interact. I would love to see Austin at WrestleMania.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I would love to see Kurt Angle. I feel like this is a time when you were bringing people from his era back just to show, like, we all want to watch the show. Like, everybody's so invested in this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
This is the thing you don't want to watch. Because I saw on Instagram, it was a TikTok. I think it was a TikTok of a dad talking to his daughter. And he was trying to explain to her how it was watching TV in his day. Like, he goes, back in our day, you had to rush home to watch a program. And if you missed it, you missed it. And you had to catch the reruns.
Yeah.
Then you have 3 months where it would just be no new shows. So she was like, well, why wouldn't you just DVR it? Why wouldn't you just rewind it? It's like, there was none.
That wasn't a thing.
He said, some people have VCRs, but they were really expensive back then. So
we didn't even all have cable at one point. There was like 13 channels. 3 of them didn't work. And at it was like midnight or 1, TV went off.
TV
went off.
So
they did the Star Spangled Banner, and then it went fuzzy.
Certain things
and there was no TV.
Were an event.
Yeah.
That it was not to be missed.
Yeah.
I used to feel that way about Mike Tyson fights.
Yeah.
Until he kept beating everybody in the first round. I'm like, I ain't paying $50 for this.
Yeah, but now that The Rock is bringing that excitement back.
Yes, he is.
They brought the excitement back. This is exciting. This is the most exciting thing in WWE since forever, and I'm for it.
Jay Money over here. If you truly want to shock the world, you have Cody lose and let Roman pass up Hogan on that list, and Cody wins at SummerSlam or something like that. At this point, I'm not putting anything past anybody. We have all this weight on WrestleMania. This press conference didn't go the way that I anticipated it going. WrestleMania could also not go the way that we think it could go.
Absolutely. I think he's all about surprise.
Because I don't think The Rock came back necessarily and thought that the chance of boos, he hasn't heard that in some years. You know what I mean? I don't know if he expected it to be quite at this level.
I disagree. They would not have had Cody win the Rumble and made it seem, have him point at Roman, and then Rock come in and be like, I'm just gonna push you aside. I think that was very purposeful. I think they wouldn't even had Cody win if they wanted this to just be Rock, face Rock. I think that he needed to do that to get more people more invested in Cody and for him to be a heel.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
That could be. I see a super chat coming down here. I really think Rock might turn on Roman, so we might get some heel turn, like heel turns is what might actually go down. Hang on. Dragunov and all that. I remember JD McDonald. JD was actually much more vicious, I felt, on NXT.
Much more vicious. And the fight you're talking about was insane. Dragunov and JD, that was an insane match. And I don't know why they toned him down.
Dijak on this one. They used to fight when JD was in NXT.
I thought he said Dragunov ain't all that. I remember JD whooped him.
Yes.
I'm saying.
I thought you were talking about this past
No,
Tuesday.
I'm saying the fight between JD and Dragunov back in the day before JD was called up was that fight was badass. It was so good, and I was so surprised at how tough both of them were. But JD, I think, got that win because they were about to pull him up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if JD could whoop Dragunov for real. I don't. Dragunov. If you didn't watch, I feel like you didn't watch that match then. Because even that match between him and Trick Daddy was insane. He is a small dude to be that strong and to be that vicious and to be able to take that much.
And they got some blood.
I mean.
We got some blood. We got
totally
a super chat
gotta
by
disagree,
3 Diglets.
homeboy.
Big circle message to you. The best thing about all this is that all the Cody fanboys will stop tweeting, "We want Cody." Cody Rhodes and his story can get ready to suck it. Break it down. Ding,
Break
ding,
it down.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
We love you, 3 Diglets.
Your super chats are fantastic. Absolutely. I think you got another one. Thank you very much, 3 Diglets. Some superstars are hard to figure out where they fit on the Mania card, like Orton, Kevin Owens. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I would love to see Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, and LA Knight in a triple threat. I want to see big ticket stuff. The whole point of having a pay-per-view, especially a pay-per-view that is the pay-per-view of the year, which is WrestleMania, give us stuff that we're not going to see. We're not going to see in any other PLE. We're not going to see on Raw. We're not going to see on SmackDown. That's what I want to see. And that's why I was telling her I was watching a clip from WrestleMania 1. And they had Muhammad Ali. Let me tell you something. I know y'all know who Muhammad Ali is. At that time, probably the biggest boxer in the world. He was the referee for the match. It had Hulk Hogan in it. Had Roddy Piper in it. Had Mr. T. Again, Mr. T, one of the biggest TV stars in the world. That level event, you had a guy called Liberace. I know a lot of people don't know who Liberace is. Famous singer. What I'm saying is, WrestleMania was an event that had celebrities, that had stars, that had weight, that gave us something that you would never see again for a whole other year.
Mm-hmm.
That's what WrestleMania 40 feels like to me, finally. My man has Hollywood connections.
You think Kevin Hart might be a referee?
I would love to see Kevin Hart be a referee.
Right?
I would love it. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I think we are at a point now where I'm excited.
Hi, Jacob
I'm excited.
Mohar.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you so much. Let me see. I'm gonna get another super chat in here. SmackDown's gonna be great. It's gonna be in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay,
Oh,
so they're doing a
wow.
little
They're going from
traveling.
Vegas to, okay.
So we would have been like in and out like that.
In and out, especially with Super Bowl weekend
But you know,
coming up.
I don't know. I don't know if I want you in the same place where Rock and Roman are. I don't know if I trust you. But that's a lot of Samoan blood coming at you. That's a lot of.
Rock and Roman were there the night of SmackDown.
I don't need them. I don't need you to catch the scent of those stags in your nostrils. You understand? I don't think you need those kind of problems. Oh, come on now, Three Diglets. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Super Chat champion of the
Biggest circle
world.
of the night. Message to you. I got a better idea for Mania, brother.
Okay.
Roman wins. Hear me out.
Okay.
Roman wins. Then the entire family beat Cody's arse in the middle of the ring. Then wait.
Like all 40 of them?
What's this? It's gold dust.
And he beats
By
all
God,
40 of them
by
up.
God, he's here. The safest half brother joins in on the beatdown.
Oh.
And then the nation of domination. Nation theme hits. Book it trips.
Oh
Get some
my
Farouk in there.
gosh.
Get some Mark Henry.
Wow.
I would love to see that just on principalities.
So wait a minute. So if we're going there, are you really saying that the whole Simona dynasty is out there and AEW family comes out to his defense?
Hey, look, man.
You got Tony Khan like, come on, boys. Mox comes out. Bryan Danielson comes out. Dustin Rhodes comes out. Buddy Matthews comes out. Aleister Black comes out.
I would love to see it. Sammy Guevara comes out. Tay Conti with the baby bowl, brother. Think about that.
Yeah.
Forbidden Door and WrestleMania. I would absolutely love to see it.
Hey, movie queen.
That'd be great. You know, Dustin Rhodes, he's really, really old school and great in the ring, but he's also great at getting beat down. So he can just catch a beat down with his brother. That's what I got to say about that. You don't want this hands. You don't want this work, son.
Son.
Three Diglets. King of Super Chats. King of Super Chats. King of Super Chats.
Cracking us up.
Thank you very much, Three Diglets. All right, man. So I think everybody's in their feelings right now. At the end of the day.
Hey, Jimmy Firefighter.
What up, Jimmy? Thank you for your service. So let me ask y'all before we get out of here. How do y'all feel about it? At the end of this, we saw what we saw. We have some answers, no answers, in between answers. How do you feel? Do you feel better about whatever the match is going to be at WrestleMania? Or did this just give you more questions than answers? Let's pose
Jacob
that final
Mohar,
question.
we are very much looking forward to WrestleMania. Why you feel sick, Three Diglets?
What up, Jacob?
Don't be sick.
Did you watch The Greatest Night of Pop? The Greatest Night of Pop? I did not. If Kevin Hart was the ref, match would be very short. I think that's a small joke.
Sophie Dophie said, I'm still confused at what I just saw. Hey, man, I mean, that's the point, right? To keep you like, what am I watching? What is happening? That is, think about your favorite movies and they get you in that moment where you're like, wait a minute, plot twist, what's happening right now? That's what makes it good. So
I like what you're saying here, Movie Queen. I think I was having a conversation with, it might have been, I think it was the Wise Man on this. So yeah, Triple H has heart problems. So I think what we need to do is we need to get the OG Mania. We'll get Triple H. We'll get Cowboy Bob Orton. Let's get Ric Flair. Let's get Hulk Hogan.
We're going to have everybody come out like that has medical issues. Is that what
That's
you
what
just
I'm saying.
said?
That people that can go with one another. Hulk Hogan then the Royal Rumble was like, you never know. I might have one left in me. No, brother. No, you do not. But in the OG Mania, the OG Battle Royal.
Maybe he has a .1 left in him.
That's what I'm saying. The OG Battle Royal. Dun, 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 dun.
They could use their canes and their walkers. They could use their oxygen tanks.
That's what I'm saying. The OG.
Jeez Louise.
I can see it. I can see it. Book it. Cody and Dustin got different
Sophie
mamas.
said, so
I don't
everybody
know
will
about all
die.
that. I mean, it's a little too soon, but like Drago said in Rocky 4, he dies.
Ridiculous. What you mean you
Rest in
don't
peace,
care
Carl
who
Weathers.
wins?
Rest in
What are you
peace, Carl
talking
Weathers.
about? Really? For real?
What's your dog's name, Jacob? This is Bone Crusher. That's the wrestling name. This is Bone Crusher. She's a Shih Tzu Terrier. She's just a little over 5 years old. We had her since she was a puppy. She's a bit of a COVID dog. She barks at everybody. We love her to death. Never thought we can love a dog this much.
She is really knocked out, too.
She snores, too.
Knocked
Snores up a
out.
storm. We all snore, but what can you do? Undertaker's in Saudi. Jacob, yes, you can ask us a question, and then we are out. A lot of young fans won't know most of those legends. I know. But that's what I'm saying, J Money. You know what I'm talking about. If he dies, he dies.
He does.
Look, did y'all see Ric Flair in that match? He over here did a little chop, right? Then he did a little thumb to the eye. My man could barely get out of the ring. I thought he was putting to break a hip. I was scared for his life. You know how Tony Khan was like, I feared for my life because of CM Punk. That's how I feared for Ric Flair's life. So they need to go. Let's get the Stinger in there. Although Sting can still kind of go. I'll give him credit.
Sting can still go.
Sting
He could go. I enjoy watching him when he's with Darby Allin.
I'll give him credit. And then you get JBL coming in there and just lariat everybody. We'll see who survives. It's time. The OG match. The Baby Bowl is happening. Come on, Rock. Sting
Is
versus
who
Undertaker would have
okay,
been a
Jacob?
good feud, I know.
Our dog, well, our dog's a girl, but she is just knocked out. She's
Old
just
man Ric
sleeping.
Flair. All right, man. So we appreciate y'all for coming in here and speaking with us about this really, really exciting press event. I got to give it to everybody involved with this. To me, this is what pro wrestling has always been, and I'm so thrilled that they brought it back to what it should be. Just getting us all up in our feelings, because I'm telling you, man, back in the day, even when Shawn Michaels, people were throwing stuff at him. I don't agree with that, but I'm saying, like,
they were in their feelings. Yeah, people are for sure in their feelings. Hey, Jacob, he said his birthday's on June 25th. Stick with us. Come around. We're always going live. We'll be going live in June. We'll give you a birthday shout out.
Sophie Dopey, these are not weird ideas. These are legit ideas. I want to make it happen. Okay, I'm gonna get a graphic up. It's gonna be the Baby Bowl.
I live with this, Sophie Dopey.
These are great ideas. The OG Battle Royal. Tell me you don't want to. They bring them back anyway. Do not bring back the OGs. You might as well put them in the ring.
The only battle royal I want to see with them is like a poker match. I'm not trying to see them get in there and kill each other.
All right, folks, we got the OG match. We got a Walker match. Good God Almighty, he's got a damn bedpan.
It'd take them 30 minutes to get down the ramp.
So be it. Not asking for a June birthday shout out.
Thank you,
February.
Jay.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much for acknowledging us. Thank you for sticking with us for the first time. Thank y'all for coming up in here. How about a China? You know what? I'm going to end it with this right here because I think this is actually brilliant.
Yeah, they need to give China her dues, her due respect.
And for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And for the ladies. I mean, you've got a Dusty Cup.
Yeah. Why not China? Why not China?
And let's get a I don't want to see him get a cup. I don't give a rat's behind about a cup. Bobby Lashley won a cup. Oh no, he won the Andre the Giant. Do you see him carrying around that trophy?
They should bring in the Women's Intercontinental Championship with the China Battle Royale. She is the only woman, right, who held the. Yep. Really? I would give you a high five, but Poopy's on my.
Wait, somebody, let me finish my statement. But yes, that's exactly what I was. That was exactly what I was going to say. That's what it needs to be, and redesign the belt.
You hear us, Rock? You hear us, Triple H?
Put some respect on her name. This is what I'm talking about. Just like I wonder if they're gonna put some respect on Io's belt. Because right now it ain't got it.
When Bayley gets it, yeah. Bayley knows how to look at it. Look at how everybody turned for Bayley when she got jumped and pulled out that pipe. Everybody cared.
Dang. I like it. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all so much. We're gonna have some more content for you. We will have some SmackDown reactions. You know we finna have some SmackDown reactions because it's about to be on like a pot of neck bone, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We will be doing our Saturday Night's Live event this weekend. Sometimes it's on Sunday, which is called Saturday Night's Live event on Sunday. And as always, we will be back for Monday Night Raw.
Brandon, I like a Bray Wyatt memorial match. I really do. I like that too.
It might happen. It might happen. All I can say is trust the process. If this was ever a time where we were like, boo and you suck and whatever the case may be, if this was ever a time for us to trust the process that the WWE is in good hands, it's now.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. Thank you to our mod squad.
Thank you to our mod
every
squad.
single person that super chats. We say it every single time we go live. We absolutely do not, and I cannot stress this enough. I don't know what I was going to say.
Take it for granted.
Thank you. Take it for granted. Lost my train of thought. We do not take it for granted. The fact that you reach deep down into your pocket and you support us in the way that you do means the world to us. You don't have to do it, and we thank you. Every time that you do, anything that you do goes back into this channel 100% for you. Thank you to our subscribers. Thank you to people that just popped in here for the first time, and our OGs for always coming back. As always, we hope that we are number one in your hearts as you are number one in ours. On behalf of a very sleepy,
knocked out
bone crusher, come back for some more A&B combos.
Wrestling edition.
Thank you guys. You already know, wise men, y'all the ones. And
good night, George Lowry. Good night, everybody.
Good
Thank
night, everybody.
you.
We bid you all
I do.
good night.